On this week's edition of Forgotten Gems, I wanted to dive into one of Nickelodeon's iconic game shows in the 90s. From shooting hoops on a bungee cord to climbing the aggro crag. Let's find out if you do have it. Guts.
Do you have it? Do you have it?
Nickelodeon Guts aired for 4 seasons, giving us 160 episodes between 1992 and 1995. It lived on with reruns for several years afterwards. The series was filmed at Universal Studios Florida, like a lot of the other live-action Nick shows at the time. The show was hosted by a young Mike O'Malley, who you may know from the CBS series Yes Dear. He was also joined by the referee Maria Mo Quirk. She would break down the rules of each game and make the final rulings on any kind of scoring decisions that occurred throughout the events. Every episode would feature 3 young athletes competing in 4 rounds of competition. The victor would be determined in the 5th and final round, which featured the amazingly intimidating Aggro Crag, an extreme mountain that the kids would have to scale and reach the top to be declared the victor. The points would be tallied at the end, and a gold, silver, and bronze medal would be handed to each kid respectively. The gold medal winner would also get to take home a trophy that was a glowing piece of the Aggro Crag. We got modified extreme versions of sports we were already familiar with, such as basketball, kayaking, football, and soccer. Each contestant would be introduced in these breaks where they would have the opportunity to inform us about who they are and what their interests were in a segment known as Spill Your Guts. The crag itself went through a handful of different changes over the years, from the basic Aggro Crag to the Mega Crag, to finally reaching its final form with the Super Aggro Crag. The show saw a few different makeovers itself, and my favorite was Global Guts. Think Guts combined with the Olympics. Kids from all over the world got to come in to compete against each other, and it was a nice twist on the contestants that we got to see. The success of the show even allowed a spin-off video game to be produced in 1994 for the Super Nintendo system. I had this game and it was a lot of fun. It was also very difficult, like most of the NES and Super NES games at the time. Nickelodeon Guts was a dream come true for a young sports lover like myself. I always wanted to be on this show to be able to compete and win that coveted piece of the Aggro Crag. It was high energy and very competitive. Nickelodeon had so many great kids game shows in the early to mid 90s, with Guts definitely being at the top of the list for me. I definitely think we could see some of the others on Forgotten Gems as well. Did you grow up watching Guts? Do you think you could do better than the kids that you were watching on TV? What other game shows did you enjoy from Nickelodeon? Let me know down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I hope today's the day that I earned your subscription. Thanks for being a part of my life, and I'll see you next time.